Parker, I know it's chilly and it's going to snow later today. Is that true?
Yeah, so we're tracking extremely cold temperatures this morning, or rather moderately cold temperatures, because we've been dealing with this for quite some time. Temperatures right around 25 degrees. One thing that we were tracking that I didn't really pick up on until Appy said something about it, and that's our relative humidity, roughly around 100%. When that happens, you get condensing of water at the ground level, at the surface level, and so if we are sub-freezing, then you get some ice out there. So Appy had to deal with some ice earlier on this morning, and you may have to deal with some ice as well as you head out the door. So just keep that in mind before you head out the door. Maybe give yourself 4 or 5 minutes of extra time just in case you have to get out the old ice scraper and scrape off the windshield this morning. Temperatures between about around 24 and 34 degrees. Rocky Mount currently the warm spot at 34. And the school bus forecast looks good to go. It is going to continue to be cold out there, 32, about 36 degrees with mostly clear skies at the moment, but eventually we turn partly cloudy. And as we go throughout the day, we'll start to notice more and more cloud cover, especially as we get into the evening later on. Forecast highs 41 to about 50 degrees. We're still going to be about 3, 4, 5 degrees cooler than the seasonal average for the first week of December. However, temperatures are still going to be warmer than where we have been for the previous week or so. Now, what are we tracking next? Well, this is our next big weather maker. We've got cold air supply courtesy of this area of high pressure, bringing in colder air from up towards the north and east. And we've also got a moisture supply courtesy of this area of low pressure that is bringing in moisture from the Gulf as well as from the Atlantic. So we've got these two air masses clashing together, and so we are tracking the potential for some winter weather. So we have issued a weather authority alert day for your Friday because we are expecting a widespread morning snow between the hours of around midnight tonight through noon tomorrow, with a little bit of a mix integrated in there as well. Now, the current odds of 1 inch of snow are roughly 100% for the Roanoke Valley, New River Valley, parts of Lynchburg, and parts of the Highlands. Even into Southside, we're tracking the potential for 1 inch of snow. Now, the odds decrease when you add in more inches of snow. So the closer we get to about 3 inches of snow, the odds are way, way down, except across parts of the Blue Ridge. So we're tracking roughly between about 1 and 3 inches of snow across Southwest Virginia over the course of this event. Some areas will likely see just a touch more, some areas just a touch less. But here's a look at temperatures and futurecast picking us up at 8 p.m. tonight. You'll notice the early onset could be around 10 to 11 p.m., but most of us will start to see snowfall right around 12 a.m. or so. Could see a mix. Notice some of our temperatures 33, 34, 36, 32. That could bring in some freezing rain, some sleet, even some rainfall at times, but roughly by the time we get to sunrise tomorrow morning around 6 a.m., temperatures are between about the upper teens to about the upper 20s, so a lot of us should be dealing with snowfall. Of course, this will continue to exit the region through the afternoon. Could see a couple of isolated showers just lingering behind, but overall, it's going to be a cold and wintry day for our Friday, tracking about a 90% chance of 1 inch of snow at this current time across all of Southwest Virginia. So just be prepped for that, especially if you have to commute early on in the morning. The roads will likely be slick out there.